Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into a topic that's really standing between us and a looming global crisis. The threat of global starvation isn't some distant future problem, it's happening now. And we're going deep on the one place where AI could, truly turn the tide, African agriculture.
It really is a critical intersection. I mean,
Yeah.
you have this sector that supports the livelihoods of over 60% of Africa's population, and at the same time, it's under relentless pressure from climate change and just explosive population growth. The numbers are staggering. Over 280 million people in Africa are facing hunger every single day.
Right. So our mission for this deep dive is clear. We need to unpack the transformative potential of AI to boost productivity, yes. But maybe more importantly, we need to dissect the really tough steps required to make sure its deployment is equitable.
Because if the tech doesn't reach the small farmers who need it most, the whole thing just falls apart.
Exactly. Okay, let's see where the data takes us. So the first thing that really jumps out from the research, the aha moment, if you will, is that AI isn't just some minor improvement. It's a complete optimization tool. We're talking about precision farming, using things like high-def satellite imagery, geospatial analytics to tell a farmer exactly where to put water or fertilizer, block by block.
That's exactly right. And that shift isn't, well, that's not small potatoes. The sources we're looking at suggest this level of optimization could increase yield by up to 25%.
Wow, 25%.
And that number isn't just about more food, it's about building resilience against those climate shocks we mentioned.
And the technology that actually safeguards the harvest is just, it's fascinating.
It is. What's so powerful is how these AI models can detect pests and crop diseases almost instantly. They're using multispectral imagery, which basically sees things the human eye can't.
Like stress indicators in the plants.
Exactly. It spots early stress in the leaves and flags it immediately. So you can do a targeted treatment before a whole field is wiped out.
And it's not just about disease, right? It helps on the labor side, too. We're seeing AI-guided robotics filling in for labor shortages. And maybe most critically, there's intelligent supply chain routing.
Yes, the post-harvest losses, which are huge.
Huge. Sometimes up to 40% of food grown in Africa just spoils before it ever gets to a market. AI helps fix that.
And investors are clearly seeing the value here. The global market for AI in agriculture is projected to nearly triple. It's going from about $1.7 billion in 2023 to $4.7 billion by 2028.
That's some serious confidence.
It is, especially in African agri-food tech.
Okay, so that rapid scaling, that huge investment, it sounds great, but it brings us to the core of the problem, really, the equity challenge.
This is the question, isn't it? Accessibility. If all this amazing tech stays locked behind a paywall, or if it requires infrastructure that just doesn't exist in rural areas,
then it won't help.
It won't touch Africa's smallholder farmers. And you have to remember, these are the people who produce over a third of the world's food. If they get left behind, global hunger gets worse, period.
Yeah, and the barriers feel almost predictable, don't they? You've got the high upfront costs, you have poor or non-existent internet connectivity,
A lack of training.
and a real risk of bias in the AI models themselves. If they're designed in some lab thousands of miles away and don't understand local crops or conditions.
We do have good evidence, though, of what works when it's designed responsibly. Take an initiative like Plant Village Nauru.
Right.
It's a simple smartphone app. It gives immediate disease diagnosis, and crucially, it's in local languages. We're seeing yield increases of up to 30% with that.
Because it's localized.
Exactly.
And it's not just about diagnosis, it's about sharing resources too, yeah. Something like Hello Tractor.
Yes, which uses AI to connect farmers with machinery they could never afford on their own. It turns a huge capital expense into a shared, accessible service.
So it's about designing for them, not just designing something at them.
Precisely. And projects like AI for AFS Plus are making things like gender equality and the social inclusion core parts of the design from day one, not as an afterthought.
So let's zoom out. What's the big so what here, if we get this right?
If we get this right, you're building truly resilient food systems, systems that can actually withstand shocks, whether it's climate change or, geopolitical instability.
Which means more food security for millions of families and higher incomes for farmers. It creates stability that helps everyone.
Oh, absolutely. But, and this is a really big, but success is conditional. The technology alone is not a silver bullet. It's not a guarantee.
It requires investment.
Serious concerted investment in digital infrastructure, in farmer training that is actually localized, and frankly, the political will to bridge that digital divide.
So it really feels like we're at this critical juncture. AI holds this incredible key to reducing global hunger, but only if we make sure it reaches the most vulnerable people on the planet.
And maybe here's a final thought to leave you with. If AI in African agriculture really succeeds, if it dramatically reduces post-harvest losses and conflict-driven migration, how does the global North's reliance on crisis-driven aid and advanced warning systems fundamentally have to change?